Time now for your forewarned weather with Thomas Keyboy.
Good Monday morning, Utah. Time is currently 6:12. It was a busy weekend across the Beehive State with mainly snow showers and even some pretty impressive totals where a lot of resorts picked up over a foot of snow, and that's been the case over the last 48 hours. Things are a little bit calmer out there currently, even though it's not completely calm. We're still seeing some light snow showers in spots, generally in the high country. We've seen a few flurries around Cedar City, and then in northern Utah, we have seen some light snow even in some of our northern valleys, including on the western portion of Salt Lake County, the northern portion of Utah County, but Tooele and Rush Valley have seen some snow out there this morning, and we still have some residual snow on some of the roadways. So if you're traveling this morning, if it's calm where you are, just keep in mind where you're driving to. That might not necessarily be the case. Just build in some extra time just in case, and you're also going to want to make sure that you bundle up as temperatures this morning are mainly starting off in the teens and 20s. Here's what it currently looks like. Utah State University in Logan, where it looks like the snow, at least for the time being, has come to an end. But those roadways still running slick, especially off those major thoroughfares where you get on some of those less frequently traveled roads, and they are still snowy. Meanwhile, down in Cedar City, as mentioned, we're still seeing some light snow, and it's sitting at a whopping 15 degrees. Bundle up as you head out the door this morning. By this afternoon, daytime highs will come in about 5 to 10 degrees below where they should be for this time of year, and that's going to equate for 20s and 30s for most. Mid to upper 20s along the Wasatch Front. Logan will see a daytime high of 24, 22 degrees in Park City. Decent amount of cloud coverage continues through the northern half of the state, while the further south you go today, the more sunshine that you're likely going to see, but it's still going to be pretty chilly even down in southern Utah, 20s and 30s, while St. George will likely be the warm spot, coming in with a daytime high of 42. Now, this is the wet weather potential in northern Utah over the next several days. Today, the chance of any wet weather is low, but it's not necessarily zero. The chance of wet weather will be ramping right back up as we make our way into our Tuesday and Wednesday, but even after that goes away, that system between Tuesday and Wednesday, we're likely going to keep our elevated wet weather potential through this weekend, as we have a few storm systems lined up, still set to move through the Beehive State. By tomorrow, we will also see a winter storm watch go into effect for a lot of northern Utah, including the entirety of the Wasatch Front, the Wasatch Back, and the Wasatch Mountains, plus the western Uintas. This is going to start from late tomorrow morning and will continue through late Wednesday night, as we are expecting another storm to bring in more accumulations, especially across the northern half of the state. So we're not done with the active wet weather by any stretch of the imagination. Let's go ahead and start the future cast. We'll begin this at 5 o'clock this afternoon. I'm thinking by this afternoon, while there is still going to be at least a slight chance for a few light snow showers generally in the high country, a lot of us will be checking in with dry conditions, so we'll be able to catch our breath this afternoon as we stay on the chilly side of things. More cloud coverage the further north you go, a little bit less the further south you go, and with those winds out of the north, it's going to feel even colder than it actually is going to be today. By tomorrow morning, you can already see our wet weather starting to ramp back up, especially in the northern half of the state, and then by midday tomorrow, we could see a swath of steady snow showers find their way into northern Utah, including along the Wasatch Front, so the I-15 corridor, more or less from the Utah-Idaho line down into Juab County. But even after this swath of snow moves away, we're not going to be done. Scattered snow showers expected to continue through the second half of the day Tuesday into Tuesday night. Then we have more energy and moisture coming in by the time we get into the second half of Wednesday, with scattered snow showers expected to continue along and north of the I-70 corridor, and then from Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Some of this could actually try to find its way into northern Utah as a cold front traverses across the Beehive State. When it comes to our snow potential, this is again mainly going to factor into northern Utah. This is through Wednesday at 5 o'clock, showing our northern valleys having at least a chance of seeing a couple of inches plus, while we'll likely see at least a half a foot in a lot of our northern mountains, with potentially a foot or more in isolated locations, and that even could include the upper Cottonwoods. But we'll continue to fine-tune that forecast just as we get a little bit closer. In St. George, low 40s the next couple of days. Then that system could bring a chance of wet weather between late Wednesday, early Thursday, and with the temperatures, even a chance of rain and snow. Calmer again Friday and Saturday, bringing back a slight chance on Sunday. Along the Wasatch Front, a mix of sun and clouds today, mid to upper 20s. Then that chance of snow increases Tuesday into Wednesday, and the chance of snow sticks around the forecast through the rest of the week into this upcoming weekend, with daytime highs staying on the chilly side of things with some frigid overnights.